Hello, my name is Charity Joan McGee. I'm from Covina, California. It's very close to Los Angeles, but not quite next to it. I was born and raised in California. I am ethnically Korean and I can speak fluently in Korean as well. Let me tell you a little bit about my educational background. So I've gone to school here my whole life, elementary, middle, high school, college, and everything. In college, I went to Cal State University of Northridge where I majored in sociology and got my BA in that. So with my degree in sociology, I thought that I was going to be working with kids with disabilities, and I thought that I wanted to further my career in that. However, my mother was like, hey, why don't you go try out Korea, go teach English, spend some time in your homeland. So I said, sure, why not? So when I first went to Korea, I wasn't quite sure what exactly I was getting myself into. But then once I started teaching, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with my kids. I fell in love with the teachers I was working with. And just seeing the things that my students were learning and obtaining like a sponge, it just amazed me. And I thought, hey, what if I decide to do a career out of this? And that's why after 5 years in Korea, my husband and I decided to come back to the States and get a teaching certification so that we can continue to work as teachers and build a career of it. So my first gig in Korea was at a public school in Yongin, and that's where I stayed 2 years, where I worked with students ranging from first grade to sixth grade. And the school was fairly new, and so they never had an English teacher before. It was really interesting to see how small the class started, and then it doubled and tripled in sizes as I started teaching there. So I had a wide range of classes from being 5 to 30 just in a few months. And it gave me a lot of experience how to manage small classes and big classes. After my 2 years at a public school, I decided that I wanted to try something new, something different. And so I decided to start teaching business English, and that's where my experience comes with working at Amur Pacific. And I was helping executives that were being sent abroad, and I helped them to prepare their transition. After that, I decided to do Hagwon, something that was a little more stable. I wanted to go back to a public school, however there were no openings at that time that I wanted to get back, and so I went to Hagwon. And at the Hagwon I stayed there for 2 years as well. And there I consider myself as the head teacher. This is where I was the liaison for the Korean staff and the director and the foreign staff. We didn't have a lot of foreign staff, so it was a lot easier for me to handle. My teaching philosophy is having fun. I love having fun, and I think the students learn better when they're having fun as well. As I was doing my teaching course with Teach Now, they have taught me so many different ways to incorporate project-based learning, game-based learning, and to pinpoint certain different types of learners that we will have in classes. And so I like to incorporate a lot of fun games, a lot of technology that would interest and pique the students' interest so that they would want to engage and want to learn. And my philosophy is, as long as you're trying and as long as you learn just one little thing out of the whole lesson, I'm good. Because as long as you're trying, that means you're not doing anything else in class. I'm a great candidate for your school because I'm fun, enthusiastic, energetic, outgoing, and excited. I just graduated and got my teaching certifications, and I learned so many things that I cannot wait to use. I know that I'll be a great teacher for you and your school and be the best that I can. Thank you for your consideration. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.